reason so long, I'm not even sure I remember how to do it. Right here, my forehead looks fucking huge. By the way, sorry. I'm using the NYX Bear With Me, and I also really, really like the e.l.f. Primer shit that's like mint green. The Power Grip Primer, oh my god, I'm not ready for this. Speaking of not being ready, here I am doing my foundation and realizing that I'm basically fucking out of it and not knowing if I'm gonna have enough to sit there and do my makeup. But I am using the Maybelline Fit Me, which is my current favorite. My old favorite is the True Match. I really love True Match, but the Fit Me is cheaper, so and I'm broke, so that's what I use. We are painting our face here, by the way. We are painting the shit out of our face. We are painting a face on top of our face, and I swear to God, if I see one comment that's like, that's a lot of makeup. Yeah, it fucking is. We are caking. We are caking our fucking face. We are not clean girl aesthetic. This is not church makeup. This is, we're painting a face on top of our face. Right here, I am using the Flower Get Real Serum Concealer. Now, I like this stuff, but because it has a serum in it, it kind of makes my face a little bit oilier faster because I am a grease ball. I do have oily skin. It's beautiful, goes on beautiful, but it makes me greasy as hell. And also it is like higher priced for drugstore. I also really like the tried and true Maybelline eraser, and after this is gone, after the flower is gone, I'm gonna go back to that. I paid so much for this shit though, and like I know that like what, $12-13 isn't a lot, but for this broke bitch it is, so I'm gonna use it all. I'm gonna use every fucking drop of it. So here lately I just been putting setting powder on my face. Sometimes I like to put Infallible on top of all of this, but because it's summer and it's like hot and everything like that, I've been making my face a little less caked than usual. I know that's shocking, I know. But here I am using the Doll Face setting powder. It's like, it's supposed to be transparent, but let's be fucking for real here. It does have a little bit of a lighter tint to it. I try to wear it on my face on days whenever I don't want to wear like makeup, just to kind of like mop off my grease, just like make myself look a little less slick. And it does have a little bit of a tint to it, but I don't care. I put so much shit on my face whenever I'm wearing a full face that it doesn't even fucking matter. Look at me. I look like the moon. I look like stone, and that's the point here. We want to have no definition until we paint our own on there, you know? Here I am using the LA Girl brow pencil, and that's basically because it was the first thing that was right there, and I don't feel good today. I don't feel good. I woke up like a fucking bear. I woke up in a bad fucking mood. So I just decided to be lazy and use the first thing that I could grab, and it was this brow pencil. I also like the LA Girl brow pomade though, and I also like the Maybelline Tattoo brow pomade. Now here's a little secret. This is Milani primer in e.l.f. packaging. I really like the e.l.f. primer. It's $3, which is great, but you don't get very much. In a pinch, if you're broke and you need something, get it because it works, but there's not very much product in it. And the Milani is a little more expensive. It's like $7 or $8, but I've had the same tube for probably coming up on a year, and this shit works. I squeeze the Milani into the e.l.f. packaging because I love it, but I love them both. I just like the e.l.f. packaging more. Okay, I am fucking losing my mind. Right here, I am going over my primer with setting powder because just to mop up the grease, you know. I'm using e.l.f. eyeliner, the $3 e.l.f. eyeliner. It used to be $1, inflation, all that heavy horse shit. I know people either really, really love this or really, really hate it. There's a lot of people that think that it's a little watery. There's a lot of people that think it's hard to work with. There's some people that think it's oily. And I have noticed once you get down to the bottom of the thing, you have to shake it but that's fine with me. For $3 fucking, bitch, I will suck it up. If I'm working with a little bit more of a budget, I really do like the Maybelline Tattoo Studio, and I also really love the NYX Epic Ink. The Epic Ink. Not to be confused with literal fucking Satan. Epic Wear. There's also one that's like in between the e.l.f. and the NYX and the Maybelline by Wet n Wild. I think it's called Breakup Proof. Manny MUA is the one that turned me on to it. I think it's like $5 or $6. While the NYX and the Maybelline are $10. I just try to save money where I can. That's why I changed the brand of eyeliner that I use. That's why I changed the brand of foundation that I use. By the way, I had this look in my head and I was like, I'm gonna look fucking hot. I'm gonna look good. I looked in the mirror after I got done and I was like, you look like shit. You look fucking terrible. I'm really, really good at that. I mean, if you're a regular watcher of mine, you know that I love to get these big, bold ideas in my head of how I'm going to do things and how they're going to turn out. And then I execute them and they don't go anything like I want them to. And I have realized I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do. It's just my face. It's just that my face sucks. So it doesn't do what I wanted to do. I was really happy with my wings. I am using the CoverGirl clean eyeshadow just on my bottom. I try, guys, I try to not make myself look like I got punched in the face or that I'm super tired. I just can't do it. I think I did really, really well today because I used the lightest brown instead of the darkest brown. Right here, I am using LA Girl eyeliner. It's a little like, I don't want to say it's like super fucking cheap because it's not like LA Colors Wet n Wild cheap, but it is my favorite cheaper eyeliner. I think it's like $5 is how much I pay for it at CVS. By the way, I love Wet n Wild eyeliner. And I also love Ayani, which is cheap as shit and pigmented as hell. Right here, I am using Maybelline Lash Sensational. I'm a slut for Maybelline. I fucking love Maybelline. If I'm not using this like particular mascara, I'm using the Maybelline Sky High. And honestly, I don't know why I took so much time doing my mascara right here because I don't have any fucking eyelashes. And the only reason that I wear it at all is to remove the ashiness from my eyelashes before I put on falsies. That's it. It doesn't really do that much for me because I don't like, what do you do when you have nothing to work with? What do you do when you have nothing to work with? And I always put mascara on my bottom lashes, just the same as I always put eyeshadow on my bottom lashes, whether I'm wearing eyeliner or not. I sent my husband to the pharmacy and I told him, you get me a pair of eyelashes that is fluffy as hell. And he did not disappoint. These are the Kiss Lash Couture Matte Black Faux Mink collection. It's the first time that I've ever tried them and I love them. Like this line, not Kiss, because that's pretty much all I wear. I am lining my lips in is it Ayani? Yeah, I'm using Ayani. To be honest, you can use whatever black shit you want. Just put black shit around your mouth. I'm using black NYX lipstick and I really, really love this one. I love all of the Wet n Wild black lipsticks. And I love the Milani black lipstick. And I don't think that I show it in this video, but I go back over my black lipstick always with black lip gloss. Black Wet n Wild lip gloss. Because the shit is drying. It is inevitably drying. I also really love the Revolution black lipstick, which I had never tried until Chloe sent me one. It's really good. But the NYX is really good too, as long as you put like a gloss over top of it. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this brand, but I will tell you guys, I forgot that this bronzer was busted. I forgot that the bitch was busted and I opened it to do this and it fell all over. It fell all over my bed. It fell all over my dress. But the brand is, I think it's pronounced Kokie, Kokie. I had somebody in my comment section teach me how to say it, but that was like a year ago or something like that. I don't even know. It's my favorite bronzer. It's really the only bronzer I've ever been able to find that actually shows up on my skin. I initially sat down and was going to use my e.l.f. once I realized that this was busted and the e.l.f. just doesn't fucking show up. I'm not going to lie to you guys right here. I'm using CoverGirl blush. It's way too bright. And I have this moment where I realize, like, this could be a look if I wanted it to, but not today. I'm too anxious today to have a bright pink face. I mean, it's a look in and of itself, but not today. Not today. So I went in with some Infallible and focused on the outside and kind of feathered it in to soften it. And that's how I fixed it. And sometimes I gotta do that. Sometimes I gotta fix my contour. Sometimes I gotta fix my blush. And when I have to, I usually just go in with Infallible and go for it. I ended up having to do it on my nose too. The CoverGirl True Blend is my favorite blush, but I really, really like the Dollhouse blush, or the Doll Face blush, that I can only find it at Rite Aid though. And it is a little more expensive. It is a little more high-end. Which I don't really like. Oh, and this is me deciding to spray my face again because it's like 90 fucking degrees outside. I had to pin my shit back. And this is me being all done and checking myself out. Oh, look how cool I look. I actually hated it. I was like, oh no. Oh no. I like to plan things and them not turn out the way that I wanted them to turn out. Hi guys, it's me the next day after I recorded and posted this, and then I had to delete it because I was watching it back like live with everyone else and discovered that my voiceover was looping and I was having a really hard day yesterday. So I just opted to delete it and not deal with it because I absolutely couldn't. Well, I got a good night's sleep and I woke up feeling better, so I decided to take a third actually look at it, see if I could do anything. Yeah, I just had to turn the looping off, so I'm just gonna go ahead and post it. And this is not my video for the day. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.